On that particular day, as Okute focused on tracking an elusive antelope, he spotted his target and aimed his bow. As the arrow left Okute's bowstring, fate took an unexpected turn. The antelope darted away, and the arrow found an unintended target, Princess Mara. The kingdom's beloved princess fell to the ground, her world fading to darkness. Once upon a time, in the serene Akute Kingdom, there lived a princess named Mara, born into the royal family. Mara was unique in her own way. She couldn't hear, but her heart spoke volumes, and her radiant spirit captured the love of everyone in the kingdom. Mara's parents, the king and queen, cherished her deeply. They saw beyond her deafness and embraced the beautiful soul within. Mara's kindness and loyalty endeared her to all who met her. Her days were filled with joy, laughter, and the love that surrounded her in the majestic Akute Kingdom. One of Mara's greatest passions was dancing. Though she couldn't hear the music, she felt its rhythm in her heart. Her maids, who adored her, would dance and sway to the melodies, creating a dance spectacle that painted joy across Mara's face. The palace resonated with the harmony of their movements, and Mara's smile illuminated every room. The kingdom marveled at Mara's ability to find happiness in the simplest things. Her resilience inspired those around her. The people of Akute embraced Mara as a symbol of strength and love, breaking down barriers of perception. As Mara grew, so did the legend of the deaf princess who turned silence into a symphony of life. Her compassion reached beyond palace walls as she actively engaged with the community, learning to communicate in unique ways. Mara's world was one of understanding, where gestures, expressions, and the language of the heart spoke louder than words. Amidst the beauty of Akute Kingdom, Mara's story became a beacon of hope and acceptance. The bond between her and the people deepened, creating an era of unity and celebration of diversity. Little did Mara know that her journey was just beginning. The next chapters of her life would unfold with challenges and triumphs as she continued to inspire those around her. The tale of Princess Mara, the deaf enchantress of Akute, resonated far beyond the kingdom, leaving an enduring legacy of love and acceptance for generations to come. In the heart of Akute Kingdom, Princess Mara's days continued to unfold in the protective embrace of her loving parents. The king, who treasured Mara beyond measure, praised her beauty daily and ensured that she was always surrounded by guards. He couldn't bear the thought of any harm befalling his precious daughter. However, the curious spirit within Mara yearned to explore the world beyond the palace walls. One fateful day, fueled by an adventurous spark, Mara seized a moment when her guards were momentarily distracted. She silently slipped away into the enchanting embrace of nature, feeling the thrill of independence as she ventured alone into the sprawling forest. Unknown to Mara, in the same forest, a skilled hunter named Okute roamed. Okute was renowned throughout the kingdom for his prowess in hunting. He never returned home without a successful catch. On that particular day, as Okute focused on tracking an elusive antelope, he spotted his target and aimed his bow. As the arrow left Okute's bowstring, fate took an unexpected turn. The antelope darted away, and the arrow found an unintended target, Princess Mara. The kingdom's beloved princess fell to the ground, her world fading to darkness. Distraught and filled with shock, Okute rushed to the scene. To his horror, he discovered the lifeless form of Princess Mara. Fear gripped him, and his conscience wrestled with the weight of his unintended actions. Terrified of the consequences, Okute made a decision to keep the tragic incident a secret. He fled from the scene, carrying the burden of guilt and sorrow. Back in the palace, concern grew as Princess Mara's absence was noticed. Panic set in when her guards discovered her disappearance. The kingdom mobilized in search party, but the forest held its secret tightly. Meanwhile, Okute struggled with the torment of his actions, torn between confessing the truth and burying it deep within. As days passed, the kingdom mourned the loss of their beloved princess. The king and queen, devastated by grief, sought solace in each other. The mystery of Mara's disappearance remained unresolved, leaving the kingdom in a somber state. Little did they know that the true story of Princess Mara's fate rested heavily on Okute's shoulders, a burden that threatened to unravel the delicate fabric of the Akute Kingdom. The tale of the deaf princess, once filled with joy and inspiration, now took an unexpected turn, shrouded in secrets and the weight of a hunter's remorse. In the village of Akute, Okute, tormented by guilt and inner conflict, found himself caught in a web of deception. As he grappled with his conscience, his friend Ike rushed in with news that shook him to the core. Princess Mara had been murdered. Shocked and feigning ignorance, Okute listened as Ike detailed the gruesome discovery of Mara's lifeless body in the forest. Ike, unaware of Okute's involvement, shared a shocking revelation. The king seemed relieved by the news of his daughter's demise. According to Ike, the king harbored resentment towards Mara due to her deafness, viewing her as a source of disgrace to the royal family. The monarch even expressed a desire to reward whoever ended his perceived misery by killing the princess. As Okute heard these unsettling words, a fire ignited within him. Determined to claim what he believed he deserved, he declared to Ike that he, in fact, was the one who killed Princess Mara. Rushing to the palace, Okute knelt before the grieving king, confessing to the crime and narrating the tragic events in the forest. However, the truth was veiled in the complexity of the situation. Unknown to Okute, the king had orchestrated a plan to unveil the real killer. The stranger who had supposedly confessed to the crime was a pawn in the king's strategy to expose the actual murderer. Enraged and sorrowful, the king ordered his guards to punish Okute for his heinous acts. The truth about Mara's death was unveiled by the villagers, leaving them stunned by the betrayal. The king, torn between anger and grief, spared Okute's life but sentenced him to a lifetime of imprisonment for the murder of his beloved daughter. "Why did you kill my princess?" the king questioned, his voice filled with sorrow. "You will not face death, but your punishment will be to live with the weight of your crime for the rest of your days." As the gates of the jail closed behind Okute, the once vibrant tale of Princess Mara took a dark turn. The village of Akute grappled with the aftermath of the tragedy, mourning the loss of their kind and deaf princess, and contemplating the twist of fate that had unfolded within their kingdom. Little did they know that the echoes of the sorrowful episode would linger shaping the destiny of Akute in ways they could never have imagined. In the small jail cell, Okute's days turned into a seemingly endless cycle of remorse and reflection. The once vibrant village of Akute mourned the loss of Princess Mara, and the memory of her joyous spirit lingered like a haunting melody. As Okute stared at the cold, unforgiving walls, his thoughts raced. He grappled with the weight of his actions, the consequences of his deceit, and the pain he had brought upon himself and the kingdom. The realization of the irreversible harm he had caused ate away at his soul. Meanwhile, within the kingdom, rumors swelled as the truth behind Princess Mara's death began to unravel. The king, haunted by the grief of losing his daughter, questioned the depth of deception within his own court. And the villagers whispered of a grand scheme orchestrated by the king himself. Amidst the shadows of doubt and sorrow, a wise elder named Gazier emerged. Gazier, known for his insight, sensed that justice had not yet been fully served. With determined spirit, he began his own investigation, seeking the truth that had eluded the kingdom. As Gazier delved deeper into the mystery, he uncovered a tangled web of deceit and manipulation. The pieces of the puzzle started to fall into place, revealing the orchestrated plan to trap the real killer. With newfound knowledge, Gazier approached the king, urging him to reconsider Okute's fate and uncover the hidden truths. Reluctantly, the king opened his heart to the possibility that justice had been misguided. Together with Gazier, he retraced the steps of Princess Mara's final moments, seeking clarity and closure. As they ventured into the forest, they stumbled upon a hidden truth that would reshape the destiny of Akute. It was revealed that Okute, though responsible for Mara's death, had not acted out of malice. Instead, his arrow had been intended for an antelope, and the tragic consequences was the result of a twist of fate. The realization struck the king deeply, forcing him to confront the unintended consequences of his actions, including the false confession and Okute's unjust punishment. Driven by a newfound understanding, the king, alongside Gazier, sought a path for redemption. They approached Okute in his bleak jail cell, acknowledging the tragedy that had befallen him. The king, torn between grief and a desire for justice, declared that Okute's punishment would be revisited. The villagers, initially shocked by the revelation, witnessed a profound transformation within Akute. As the truth unfolded, the kingdom rallied together to heal the wounds caused by deceit and misunderstanding. Okute, now freed from the confines of the jail, worked tirelessly to honor Princess Mara's memory by contributing to the well-being of the community. In the end, the kingdom of Akute emerged from the shadows of tragedy stronger than before. The tale of Princess Mara, once marked by sorrow and deception, transformed into a beacon of forgiveness, understanding, and the ensuring power of redemption. The villagers, united by the lessons learned from the extraordinary journey, looked towards a future where honesty, compassion, and unity would shape their destiny. And so, in the gentle embrace of forgiveness, the story of Akute unfolded, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the ability to find light even in the darkest of all times. Lesson: the most important lesson in this story is that the consequences of deceit and misguided actions can lead to irreversible harm, and embracing honesty, even in the face of difficult truths, is crucial for personal growth and the well-being of a community. Thank you for watching. Please kindly comment, like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos.